most recent news that you're going to get from this podcast. But this is a bit weird, right? This is ongoing as well, by the way, Dave. We haven't got any more updates from this. So let me just quickly explain what's going on. So, murder mystery at Burning Man. On the last weekend of August, reports came in of a body that had been found at Burning Man right around the time the festival's central burn began. Michael Lawson from Resident Advisor writes, quote, "A murder investigation is underway at Burning Man after a man was found dead at a campsite in Nevada's Black Rock Desert over the weekend. A festival goer alerted an officer at around 9:14 p.m. on Saturday, August 30th. According to the Pershing County Sheriff's Office, police said the victim was discovered lying in a pool of blood. The man's identity hasn't yet been confirmed, per the BBC. The incident coincided with the burning of the man, the festival's climatic moment. Organizers said they were cooperating with authorities and urged attendees not to interfere with the investigation. Part of the site was cordoned off as police and forensic teams conducted inquiries. Sheriff Jerry Allen said, quote, "Several participants in the immediate area had been interviewed, adding that while the act appeared isolated, attendees should remain vigilant," end quote. There's more strange things reported from Burning Man this year, which I will get into just on this article that Michael Lawson writes. But before I continue with some of the other random stuff that has been reported here, Dave, how, like, we're no investigators, but how do you get into this? So, as someone found the victim lying in a pool of blood, what on earth is going on over
there? I don't know. We need some pretty Batman level detectives now to sort of work this one out. That's crazy. Was he like stabbed? Did they identify how he was killed?
They haven't really said. They haven't really said much else. Actually, it's an ongoing story. This is all that we know so far.
And then the Burning Man itself, from what I understand, it is literally everyone just turns up in a desert and that's it. Like there's very little control over what people can bring in to Burning Man itself, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So this could have been anything, right? This could have been, yeah. This is, yeah. I think it's one that I wonder if this will affect Burning Man as a concept, right? Because I don't know. Yeah.
One thing I think is also worthy of mentioning for those who don't know Burning Man and exactly how Dave described it, it's a mass gathering for obviously the Burning Man ceremony, but it's all about. I know a lot of people often cite it as being like the place to go to sort of like disconnect from reality or like your everyday, because you are literally in the middle of the desert and everyone sort of survives there for a few days and everything, and it's because it's gained a lot of popularity. The Burning Man site, if you like, if you ever see it on like just like a bird's eye view of it, it is absolutely enormous. It's like an entire city. Have you ever seen it, Dave, from above?
No, but I always assumed it's a bit like that, like a big, like yeah, just an area of just like people like trading, selling stuff, music, like almost like a like you're right, like a gathering. I'm trying to think of the right word for it, like
yeah,
in a desert, right? So it's not like it's cordoned off arenas or ticket sales or anything like that. You just literally rock up to Burning Man and you do you basically, right? I thought that was always the vibe.
So I have actually found a mental photo of Burning Man, and it's of the bit where they are actually doing the Burning Man thing. At first, I thought this was like some picture of a solar system, but but it's not. That's literally a photo from above.
Wow, what's the bit in the middle? What the hell?
That's the Burning Man. That's on fire.
Oh, right. So this is like the bonfire. Oh my god, that's nuts.
So all of the
Jeez.
lights that you see around it are all like the different like camps, parties, and so on. That's all around it.
That's wild.
So if you think about it from this photo, this around this time is actually where they found this person lying in a pool of blood.
Yeah.
Very, very, very strange stuff here. But as mentioned, that's not the only strange thing that's happened in this festival. As the news article continues from Michael Lawson, he also says here, quote, news of the investigation follows 2 other reports of major incidents at the festival. Per The Independent, a woman who didn't know she was pregnant gave birth on site. And the man was electrocuted and airlifted to a nearby trauma center on Tuesday, August 26th, DJ Mag reports. Dave Collins, what the hell is going on there?
It just sounds like anarchy, doesn't it?
It's mad to laugh, but yeah. So basically, someone's died and they've been found lying in a pool of blood. A woman who didn't know she was pregnant gave birth on site, and a man was electrocuted and airlifted to a nearby trauma center.
Yeah, I think health and safety might have to some questions to ask about the concept of this gathering pretty soon. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, and also this is, and I never knew this, but Michael Lawson continues with this other fact, quote, Burning Man, which attracts tens of thousands each year, has seen fatalities before, including a man who ran into the effigy in 2017 and a death during heavy rains last year.
Wow.
A man who ran into the Burning Man bit in the middle.
I mean,
So
that
thing that you're seeing in the pit, a guy ran into it.
Oh my God.
What? Honestly, like this is crazy. And
it's wild.
Yeah,
I don't really know what to say. I think I need perspective on what Burning Man. Let's do Burning Man for next year. I just want to. I think my brain can't comprehend this. Like, it's wild.
I mean, the thing is, right? So I met someone who went to Burning Man who was from London, right? And for those who are in the UK, it's a little more difficult to get to because it's already difficult to get to from LA, right? So, to my knowledge, from what I vaguely remember from this conversation, right, this girl, she had to obviously get a flight over to LA from London, right?
Right.
And then once you're in LA, I forget where you have to go. I think you have to. Well, no, you can either go to LA or LAX, or you go to Las Vegas International Airport. You can go to either or. And then I remember she said she went to LA or LAX, and then she had to hire an RV, and then she drove from LA all the way out to Burning Man. I forget how long it took, but she said it was like nearly just hours and hours and hours and hours of traveling. With a few pit stops along the way. And of course, it's in the middle of the desert and it is hot. Right, Dave?
Oh yeah, totally. You take a wrong turn out there, you're toast. Like, literally. Wow.
And
yeah.
I've often thought about this as well, Dave, is that I imagine if we are ever to do it, we would have to hire a big stonking RV.
Changing faces on the road.
How many beers would we have to have on board?
Oh yeah, forget the water, just the lagers, yeah.
But the thing is, they'd be I'm sure there'd be deals to get Bud Lights, but we don't want any Bud Lights, do we?
Nah, we want some real beer.
Or White
Claw.
White Claw. No, we can't be doing that, honestly. But yeah, so that would conclude the news, and what a way to end the news on some crazy morbid stuff. And the thing is,
all this news is so depressing, man. Fires, people getting killed.
What's going on?
Oh
I did say at the beginning of the episode, this we've got some crazy stuff to get through, right?
Jeez.